Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk News. I'm Ollie Davis and I'll be replying to as many comments on this video as I can. Last night's episode of Monday Night Raw, which you can watch my full review of right here on WrestleTalk's YouTube channel, staged the first night of the WWE mini draft, the Superstar Shake Up. I joked yesterday about one of the top trades being David Otunga to Raw. A video posted to WWE's YouTube channel has revealed that's actually happening. I'd like to apologise to all the viewers of this channel if I in any way gave WWE that idea. And I'd also like to apologise to Byron Saxton because he now has to work on Smackdown with reported real-life asshole JBL. As it currently stands, Dean Ambrose, who leaves behind his real-life girlfriend Renee Young on Tuesday nights, The Miz, Maurice, Bray Wyatt, Kurt Hawkins, the Drifter Elias Sampson, who simply drifted out of NXT to wander around the Raw arena, Mickie James, Alexa Bliss, Apollo Crews, Kalisto, who will hopefully be used in the Cruiserweight division, Rhino, Heath Slater, and David Otunga have moved to Raw. In exchange for all that, SmackDown has just Byron Saxton actually for the moment. Yes, that means AJ Styles is safe to feud with Shinsuke Nakamura forever. Not so fast, best case scenario, man. There is a possibility more wrestlers could go to Raw on tonight's episode of SmackDown. PW Insider are reporting both the Raw and SmackDown rosters have been told to turn up backstage for both shows, hinting that Vince McMahon is still changing his mind on an hourly basis. And Styles has been reported for a Raw move since late last year. The WWE Slam trading card game app has done little to alleviate these fears, posting a preview of their new post-Superstar Shake Up base cards with the silhouettes of Charlotte on SmackDown and Styles on Raw. Charlotte appears to be on her way to Tuesday nights, losing clean on the last 2 weeks of Raw. AJ could still be announced for a move to the red brand on tonight's episode of SmackDown. Wrestling News World are reporting a full WWE draft was originally scheduled for June, but Vince McMahon now wants 2 roster exchanges a year, one following WrestleMania, the other after SummerSlam. Apparently, the Superstar Shake-Up was announced on short notice, and WWE was still trying to figure out what it was exactly over the weekend. This makes sense as Daniel Bryan was announced for Raw this week, seemingly setting up trade negotiations with Kurt Angle, but it just turned out being wrestlers randomly turning up and announcing they're now on their respective brands. Last Thursday evening, Alberto El Patron, the former Alberto Del Rio in WWE, streamed several Periscope videos live with his fiancée Paige. Admittedly rather drunk, he called a WWE official a big-nosed pussy, threatened to go to Stamford and knock on someone's door, and accused a certain PG company of doing something to his relationship with Paige. Despite all that, Alberto's most unbelievable claim was arguably that WWE had reached out to see if he wanted to return to the company. The same Alberto who has quit WWE twice now. Firstly, over a reported physical altercation with a backstage member of staff. Secondly, following a wellness policy suspension, and who has repeatedly buried WWE in interviews ever since. But PW Insider have confirmed WWE actually have contacted Alberto about a return, and that it was a Vince McMahon idea. Alberto was always reported to be a Vince project, with McMahon enjoying the rich aristocrat gimmick. The major backstage heat instead appears to be between Triple H and Alberto, which is presumably why the current Impact Wrestling star turned them down, saying, "I'm not going back, ever, ever, ever." Despite all the Alberto controversy, her 2 wellness policy violations, and the recently leaked sex tape and images online, Paige is still with WWE. Following her tweet that she's getting a checkup on her neck injury, PW Insider reporting she's still scheduled to return to WWE this summer. News just in! Braun Strowman is still beating up Roman Reigns. Watch my review of possibly the greatest backstage beatdown segment in Raw's history. And Mauro Ranallo looks like he's leaving SmackDown after reported bullying from JBL. Find out the very unfortunate story by clicking the videos to the left and press subscribe. I've been Ollie Davis and that was wrestling.